My name is Janet Milcreast and I work for Citizens Advice here in West Bromwich, and my job is as a financial capability trainer. What do we mean by financial capability? We feel it's having the skills, knowledge and attitudes to make good decisions about your money that best fit your life. One thing that can be confusing is where do we go to find good local information? So let me introduce you to Better Off Sandwell and show you around our favourite website. This is the place to go to support your financial capability journey. So let me show you around. First of all, go to your favourite search engine. We like to use Google here and type in Better Off Sandwell. Click on that. And obviously then you'll come to the home page. All right, it's welcoming you to the website. It really is for a service for people who live in the borough. Lots of great information, and I'm going to take you through that now so you can see what I'm raving about. Good news is you can have up to 200 different languages here. That really might come in very useful. We're really encouraging people to sign up and get your own account. That means then when you want to dip in and dip out, it keeps that information for you. You can sign up in 4 different ways. I always love the mobile phone one because all you have to remember is your mobile phone and your date of birth. No horrible passwords to try and remember, which is good. And then every time then you can just log in whichever way. Now, without going into all that now, you can also continue as a guest, which I'll do for now. We just have to put in our postcode, and this is the one at West Brom Citizens Advice. It will then give you a reference number. All right. Now you can either click on here to keep that reference number, or you can take a picture of it on your smartphone. So here we go. So the main sort of site. Let's go through the 4 fantastic sections here. The first one is called Your Money. Now this is just, as it says, a benefit calculator to really find out what benefits you're entitled to. If we click on here, all right, it will then show you, at the moment it's saying I haven't completed anything, obviously, but if we did have an account, it would show you what information you'd put in there, which can be very useful if you want to dip in and out of the benefit calculator if your circumstances change, for example. So if I click on this one here, it will then tell us a little bit more about what this is all about, how long it will take. So as you can see, as I've said, tells you what benefits you can claim for once you've done the questionnaire. If you're affected by coronavirus, it will also give you some information there about the benefits and how that's been affected during this time. It's free, which is fantastic. Before you start, make sure you've got all the information about savings, pensions, benefits and that, because you're going to need that information. And as you said, if you run out of time, you can save the calculation and come back to it, which is great. And you've got 10 minutes to have a go. All right. Section 1. Section 2 is all about the applications for benefit and the appeal procedure. This is all the benefits that actually exist that we can be entitled to, and the appeal procedure. So if you've got an account, you can keep everything all in one place, which can be really useful. And what I love about Better Off, I think I said to you, is just there's not much text on each page. So just let's say you were interested in carer's allowance, or you're supporting somebody that wants to know a little bit more about it. If you click on here, it tells you just a little bit about it, not too much text to read. Does this look like it's going to be useful? You can then click on here for more information about eligibility, and look, wow, click on here straight to the website to make the application if you think that's for you or the person you're trying to help. That's what I love, just everything in one place. Right, let's go to the 3rd section now. All right, this is a job search. It helps people if you're looking for a job. I think this can be really useful in this time of people getting back to work, perhaps The jobs they were in have changed or not there in the same way anymore. So if we click on here, 2 sections really. The first one is this job search. The second is a journal where you can keep the information on the jobs that you've been searching for. Very useful for universal credit if you need to be proving you're actively searching for work, and for job seekers allowance. So you can keep that information nicely in your journal, and you've got a great record of what you've been looking for. So let's just have a quick look at this vacancy search. What kind of job should we look at for? How about an administrator at the moment? What I also love, just look at this. You've got not just full-time job, part-time, but you can look at apprenticeships, volunteer roles, so lots of different things. Where you want it to be, well, we're in the lovely borough of Sandwell, so let's tick that in. I won't put salary for the moment, but what I also like is you can put what sort of radius you want to be looking for. So let's say that we think a 10-mile radius is just about right for here, and we'll search. So let's see what comes up today. Oh, okay, so it's come up with 163. Now remember, the search engine will pick up everything with the word administrator in. So some might be more relevant and not. You maybe need to put on what type of administrator if you wanted to narrow down the search. But you can see here there's one in West Bromwich, a section administrator, which was 1 day ago, a laboratory administrator again. So you can see on this one even just 22 hours ago. So an array of different administration jobs. Super, good. Okay. The last section, which really is my favourite, is advice and information. So if we click on here, 2 sections. The first one is jobs and childcare. All about, as you can see, finding a job, interviews, CVs, childcare. And that's the first bit I want to start with, really. All those lovely things about different help with childcare can be quite confusing for people about what help is out there. So great that it's all in one place. Information, as you can see, getting to work. You may be trying to help people with a criminal conviction, so we'll just tick on that just to show you. Here we're signposting to a great website called Unlock. You can click on here, find more about this charity, what they do, is it going to be useful for you and your clients. Also the information hub, but can you see not much information to read. Quick scan, is it going to be good for me? Yes, no, carry on. Do have a little look through each of these. Some great information there. Sometimes the heading doesn't always give you an idea of what fantastic information is on that particular page. Good. I just wanted to show you here CV writing, people looking for perhaps different skills now. The National Careers Service have come up with this. I've just been showing it my husband actually. Really, really good. If we go into the National Careers Service, and going to find a course. This is their new skills toolkit. It's only came out literally a couple of weeks ago, and here there's some great little snippets of information about helping you to improve your digital and numeracy skills. Really good, and what I like is that they've put each sort of online course into different levels. So there's basic ones moving up to really quite through sort of using search engines, not just the normal copy and pasting, but how to put Excel sheets together and even more complicated things than that. So really, really useful, particularly in this time when a lot of us are working from home, and even more importantly, it's free, which of course is always really important. So do, like I said, have a little look. Lots of great information on here. Please, it will take you no more than 20 minutes, half an hour to look through each one of those. Give it a quick cursory look. Wow, yeah, I can really use this. This is going to be useful for me and my family. So last bit. And I suppose for me, being a financial capability trainer, the most important bit, all about money management, budgeting, a little bit of information about debt advice as well. So please do have a look. Lots of information. Obviously, we're going to be promoting citizens advice as well here. Help with water charges. Really, everybody who's on minimum income should be talked through through what help they can get with their water charges. If your water comes from South Staffs, it's the assured tariff. It just means they can get up to 60% off their water bill if their income is below a certain level. Severn-Trent have a similar scheme called the Big Difference. Click on here. So please do have a look. There's lots of help that we can help with the families we work with, the people we work with, and reducing what they're having to pay for things. Now, reducing money is one thing, reducing what they spend on things is one thing, The other thing then is really to have a look at maybe keeping an eye on your money. I don't know how many of us use budget planners, writing a budget down. Some of us maybe use our online banking and use that as a way of keeping an eye. Some of us maybe use an old-fashioned diary or written way in some way, or a spreadsheet as we do at home. Here though, have a look at some of these budget planners online. I find a really good place to start. I particularly like the Money Advice Service one. All right, it's really good. If you go through it, each line, and I won't show you all of that today, but just ask questions about what you spend your money on, where it goes, and analyses, are you in control of your money? Yeah, most of us kind of make do, go from month to month. I do say, please really have a go at it. It's easier to explain it and try and sell the idea of budgeting to people we're trying to help if we've had a go at it ourselves. So have a go at one of those. Back to the site. Okay, so lots of things about budgeting, which I think you'll find really useful. So please, as I keep saying, I know I've said it half a dozen times now, have a look at each line, find out whether this is going to be useful for you. So I think that's about it now. Hope you enjoy the website. Bye-bye.
It looks good, doesn't it? Now take some time to look at the website. How can you use it to make a difference to your financial well-being? Can you share it with the people you work with and care for? I'm sure you're going to come up with some really great ideas. See you soon. Bye-bye.